In this tutorial, we will be learning how to understand the market with pop culture. Bookseller Academy has an item tracking tool to track items you're interested in selling on Amazon. Why is this important? Mainly to understand the seasons of when particular items sell. The more you know about a particular market, the better decisions you can make on what items to buy and have a solid understanding of what time of year they will sell. So for example, we're going to follow a Baby Yoda toy to understand the following: price changes, sales velocity, and when to sell FBM or FBA. Without even looking at the data, we know that this item would probably sell during the last week of April and the early month of May. It coincides with the calendar pun, May the 4th be with you. It's a well-known celebrated day for Star Wars fans around the world. As a result, customers and fans are just more likely to buy Star Wars branded items for gifts or for themselves. Just from knowing that, we can probably assume that at the end of April and the beginning of May is the best time to sell Star Wars paraphernalia. Now we can have a look at the data and see if our assumptions are true. We've been tracking this item since the start of January through the beginning of May. If you hover your mouse over the graph, you'll see important data in regards to the items such as rank, lowest new merchant fulfilled, new FBA price, and the Amazon price. As Star Wars fans ourselves, we know this is a hot item, and there was a pre-release order for this item in January through February, and they started delivering the item as early as March. Also, please note, at the time of this video, March through April of 2020, the world was going through a pandemic, so sales were somewhat affected during this time. So now, let's dive into the rank portion a little more and do some investigation to figure out the sales velocity. To do that, we'll uncheck the filter boxes and leave only the rank graph in place. At the beginning stages of tracking, we can see the rank started in the average of just under 2,000. The way ranks are interpreted from a sales velocity perspective is the lower the rank, the more it sells. We can see a working example just by browsing Amazon's site and looking at the best sellers. You'll notice that the best sellers will have a lower rank. A higher rank basically means it's not selling as often. No one really knows the true algorithm on how Amazon ranks their items, but we can assume if you had an item that has a rank of number 1 versus a rank of 250, the rank with the number 1 offer is more likely to sell all the time. So as we previously stated, we already know some basic knowledge about this item. At the beginning of the year through January and February, this item had not yet been released. However, pre-orders were made during that time. Now, as we head into March and April 2020, the world was going through a global pandemic. Sales slowed down and the ranking of the item started to rise up to the 7,000 range. Now, right at the end of April is when we start seeing the rank becoming more popular again with a current rank of 251. This is definitely the indicator of when this item is most likely to sell. And oddly, it corresponds with the time frame of the May 4th date. Let's go ahead and we're going to add market prices of this item to the graph. We'll add the lowest new merchant fulfilled price by clicking the box below. You can see during the pre-release the price was higher, and as it was released in March, the prices dropped a bit. Then almost immediately in April, the price jumped up. So now let's add FBA pricing in the picture. You can see here there were no FBA offers until April. You can see the price bump for FBA in comparison to FBM. So in this case, because of the seasonality of the item and the May 4th date, the rank value drops. FBA sellers have an opportunity to take advantage of the increased prices since last-minute shoppers are utilizing their Prime membership for the 2-day shipping. As long as the FBM price stays at its current value, you have a good chance of capturing the sale at a higher price. Now, let's check if Amazon is actually selling the item. It looks like Amazon is not selling the item, so therefore, third-party sellers control the market. The benefit here is to check the graph when Amazon starts listing the product. The majority of the time, Amazon will price competitively, so it's a good idea to check the graph regularly. If Amazon prices drop, the market value will change and competitors will follow. In conclusion, price, product rank, and competition change all the time. Many factors can affect this: the change in the economy, pop culture, and competitors. All these factors will drive the value of the item and when they sell. Learning these patterns is an essential part of reselling to increase your chances of success. So the question of when should I sell the Star Wars item, plan right before May 4th. What we just went over is just simple research you can apply to any product you might be selling, even used books. I certainly hope this tutorial helps you in some way. Feel free to like or comment below, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn on notifications so you can be updated with the latest tutorials. You can also visit us at bookselleracademy.com or follow us on our Instagram page at Bookseller Academy. Thanks for watching.